And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. As you can tell, we have the other camera out tonight, as it is senior night here for your Lady Kahok's volleyball team, and they only have one. And here's Clay Smith to tell you all about it.
Our lone senior Megan will take her home court for the last time as she nears the end of her career as a Collinsville Kahok volleyball player. It is with great pleasure that we bring to you our senior night program in honor of our senior player and her family. We would like to recognize Megan Summer. Megan is the daughter of Barry and Wendy Summer. Megan is a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, Student Council, National English Honor Society, the German Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta. While being a Kahok, Megan has played volleyball all 4 years and has played soccer for 3 years. Megan plans to attend St. Louis University and major in occupational therapy, with hopes to become an occupational therapist. The coaching staff and athletic department would like to thank Megan and her family for all they have done for the Kahok volleyball program. We are so proud of you and can't wait to watch you succeed at the next level. The Kahok Booster Club would like to invite all Kahok parents to celebrate Megan after the game with pizza and dessert in our cafeteria. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big Kahok round of applause for Megan Summer!
Megan down there with her family, including her sister Sydney, who played volleyball for Collinsville, graduated a couple of years ago. And that's it, man. There's only one senior here tonight, so that was not a very long ceremony at all, as Megan and her teammates get ready for a picture there from Joey Halbrooks. So, time for us to switch gears as we get you ready for some Kahok volleyball here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm mascot, be an Indian. Again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks. Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh college boys,
High school running champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, once again, a very good evening to everyone, and welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Senior night. Megan Summer was celebrated here in between the JV game and the varsity game that's getting ready to take place. That's what we're getting ready to tell you about as we move right along here in the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks come into this contest 18, 11, and 2. And this is the first of 3 games this week that'll wrap up the regular season. Collinsville right now stands at 3-6 in Southwestern Conference play under their third-year head coach, Katie Cease. She is 33-63-2. Litchfield, they come in here at 11-13. They are 4-3 in the South Central Conference. And they're coached by Carrie Dragu. And I do not know anything about her other than she is the coach of the team. Only 8 seasons of Purple Panther Volleyball is available on the IHSA page, and the last one was in 2017. So they're missing 5 years since then, and a lot of years before that with only 8 seasons. So I really have nothing to tell you about as far as what the volleyball program at Litchfield has done over the last few years, nor do I know how long that Carrie Dragu has been the head coach. So we move right along. Lady Kahawks are coming into senior night off a 2-set sweep at home against Alton in Thursday's Pink Out game here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Collinsville has won 5 of their last 7 matches as the team enters this final week of the regular season. As I mentioned, 3 matches this week before the playoffs get underway next week. The 2-set sweep over Alton went 25-17, 25-22, as the Lady Kahawks took 3 matches from the Lady Redbirds this season, a home and away, plus a win over Alton at the Lady Redbird tournament in early September that Collinsville ended up capturing that championship for. The Lady Purple Panthers, they come into Virgil Fletcher on a 3-match losing skid, and having lost 6 of their last 7 sets to Roxana, Jerseyville, Carlinville, and having won that one lone set against Jerseyville. So 3 matches and only 1 set won. Before losing 3 straight, Litchfield had won back-to-back 3-set matches against Greenville and Carrollton. The Purple Panthers have had a 4 2-match win streaks on the year and 3 2-match losing skids on the season, and are now suffering through their only 3-match setback on the year. And they also have 3 matches left. They have 3 matches left after tonight. Tonight starts a string of 4 straight matches for Litchfield. Tonight is the last regular season road match for the Purple Panthers. And the next 3 at Litchfield versus Staunton, and then Alton Marquette and Verdon. Then they have the 2A regional semifinal at Vandalia. Litchfield is seeded 8th, and they will take on the 10th seeded team from Greenville. And that regional gets underway on Monday of next week before your Collinsville Kahawks get underway on Tuesday. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up and talk things over with Collinsville head coach Katie Cease. Did a little numbers game. We're going to tell you all about that when we come back from a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Let me welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're winding down the volleyball season. 3 games left tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday for your Lady Kahoks. And joining us now is Collinsville head coach Katie C. So let's play a little numbers game. I got some numbers off of Max Preps I want to throw your way. All right, first of all, kills per set. You guys are averaging 8.6. The national average is 8.4. Are you a little surprised about that?
I am surprised that the national average is that low. I was expecting it to be a little higher. But yeah, hey, we're right on average with everybody, so that's a good sign right there.
Well, I was going to ask you where you'd like to see that number. Maybe I should have asked that beforehand to see what you come up with.
I probably would have said closer to 10, average 10, but like I've said before, we play some pretty competitive teams, and once they start putting that block up there, it's a little bit more difficult to get a kill right away. But yeah, hey, I'm happy with this being right there with the average. All right, I'll take it.
All right, aces. You guys have 224 total aces on the year. Do you think that's above or below the national average?
I don't know if it'd be above or below, but I think that is one of our strong suits. So if I had to guess, I would say it's above.
You are correct, because the national average is 168, so you're a lot above.
Yeah, there you go. I know that's one area that we really try to focus on, and it's definitely a strength of ours, our serving game. So, yeah, that's great.
All right, well, that's where we're going next in the serving percentage category. You and your Lady Kahawks are averaging 87.7 in serve percentage. Do you think that's higher or lower than the national average?
I would say that's higher, but I'm surprised it's that high because if I get frustrated, it's definitely from our missed serves, especially if you miss the first one. But yeah, I'm not. Is it higher?
It is. By 2 whole points, you guys have 87.7. National average is 85.7. So I know a very frustrating part of services is those unforced errors, the ones that are too long, over the sidelines or into the net.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the first one back there. First one you got to get in. After that, you got to be a little more aggressive. But the way I like to look at it is when our aces should be more. If we're missing that many serves, our aces should be higher, which they are. So I'm not too disappointed with that. So
I guess we'll call that a wash.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to total blocks. You guys have 77 total blocks. Do you think that's higher or lower than the national average?
I don't know the national average, but I would say it's much lower.
All right, well, not much lower. The national average is 81, so you're only 4 off the mark. Tell me the importance of blocks and why it seems to be one of those categories that everybody's kind of low in.
Yeah, it's hard to block. It takes a lot of skill. You have to watch. You have to know what's going on. You have to anticipate what's happening on the other side of the net. You have to be, your volleyball IQ has to be a little bit higher to be a good blocker, and you have to have the athletic ability to get there, close, press, all those little things that. We talk about every day in practice, and you see me on the sidelines telling the girls. We struggle with it occasionally, we've been working on it more, watching the ball, seeing our eye sequence, things like that. So, yeah, I'm not surprised by that number.
All right, let's move on to digs. You guys have 934 digs on the year. Higher or lower?
Oh, man. I would say it's right about average, but I'm not sure.
Average is 873. You guys have 934. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, there we go. I like it. Because usually that's another area where I feel like, if your blocking's not on defense, it struggles. You have to adjust around it. So, yeah, we sometimes struggle with defense. So that's a good number. I'm proud of that.
All right, well, let's stick with that because a lot of those digs comes from serves coming your direction. So serve receive, you guys are rocking at an 88.8%. Higher or lower than the national average?
Probably higher. Different than a dig, though. Digs are not off of a serve. But yeah, I would say that's probably higher. I don't know, though.
Like 3 percentage points. National average is 85.7.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay.
All right, let's talk about Thursday's matchup with Alton here for the Pink Out match. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was a great night. Our girls spearheaded that whole initiative. They took it upon themselves. They ordered the shirts. They organized all the decorations and everything, which was awesome that they took that upon themselves. A little leadership opportunity, and it was fun. The crowd was pink. The stands were pink. It was fun, and then a great game too, beating them in 2 and pretty handedly. So that was a fun night for us.
Senior night tonight. You only have the one, Megan Summer. Tell me your thoughts on Megan and what she means to the team.
Oh, she means a ton to the team. It's a weird year. I don't think I've ever had just one. But she's someone that carries a lot of the leadership role. She's someone that has gotten varsity time, JV time since she was a freshman. Yeah, so she will be missed deeply. That's for sure.
All right, you guys are taking on Litchfield tonight, and as far as I can tell, Collinsville has never played Litchfield in girls volleyball or any other sport that I know of. So what do you know about Litchfield?
They have a pretty good outside, and they have a really good defensive player as well. Their libero is pretty good. So as long as we keep serving aggressive, hopefully not to her, and we put up a big block on the outside, just like we were just talking about, hopefully we'll be successful. We haven't played them I don't think I've ever played them in any sport. So yeah, it should be an interesting night. They're purple too, so we got to watch out for that.
Yeah, it's playing havoc with my scoreboard. Thank you very much for the visit. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Katie Seach, your Collinsville Lady Kahok volleyball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. We'll throw some starters your way when we come back right after this on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. and I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here in Collinsville as we get you set for this one between your Lady Kahawks and the Lady Purple Panthers of Litchfield High School. As you can tell, I got two purple teams here, so my purple colors on the scoreboard are a little different. I got Litchfield real dark purple. It almost looks blue, so I apologize to Litchfield if it does look blue from where you're sitting. And I got Collinsville a little bit of a lighter pink just so they didn't kind of clash with each other, so that's the reason for that. All right, here we go. Starters for the Litchfield Purple Panthers. We have Megan Lee. She is a middle blocker and a junior. Annika Rhodes is a senior outside hitter. The libero here tonight for Litchfield is going to be a senior. She wears number 5, and that's Amy Farich. Younger sister Allie Farich is a defensive specialist. She is a sophomore. Gina Painter is a middle blocker and a junior. Another senior is Kendall Stewart. She plays on the right side, and Avery Stewart is a sophomore, and she is the setter for Litchfield. For Collinsville, their setter is Alyssa Huckleberry, the junior. Olivia Skirtich plays the right side. She is also a junior. Your libero is your senior honored here tonight, Megan Summer. Your two outside hitters are sisters, Aubrey and Avery Johnson. Aubrey a junior and Avery a freshman. Carson Mode and Talisha Gilmore, both juniors, are the middle blockers for your Collinsville Kahawks. So Collinsville, the one closest to your screen, and Litchfield, the one on the far side. So Collinsville has on the white jerseys with the purple shorts, except for Megan Summer, who wears all purple. And then on the other side, we're reversed, as the Purple Panthers wear all purple uniforms, tops and bottoms, and then you have their libero who is wearing the white top. So almost a opposite mirror image of each other, these two teams are. We'll pass along some stats to you as we go along, and as soon as we can figure out, they probably already know, but I don't, who gets first serve here. Lori Blade, one of the referees here tonight, one of the officials on court. She's the one in front of the scorer's table, making sure everybody's where they are supposed to be. Already taking care of that job for Litchfield. Now she's checking Collinsville. And as soon as that is over with, we can go ahead and get started here. Lady Kahok's come in looking pretty good, man. 18-11-2 on the year. JV won both their sets here tonight, 25-15, 25-18. They pick up win number 8 on the season. And the freshmen pick up win number 9 on the year as they took care of business as well. 25-17 and 25-14. Here is Avery Johnson, and we are underway. Collinsville sends it over, and Litchfield, after their third hit, sends it right back. Now a set up in the middle to Carson Mode, and that one, I don't know, that touched a hand. I didn't think it did, but the referees let him keep on playing, so apparently it did. Over to Aubrey Johnson on that far side sideline. Nice dig back here in the back by Avery Johnson. Carson Mode gets it over, and it's blocked right back. Collinsville back to work again, and a double hit by Collinsville will give Litchfield the first points of this game. Litchfield and Collinsville have not played each other, as far as I can tell, in girls volleyball before, so this may be the first time. I'm about ready to go do some more yearbook research in the library as Collinsville gets a kill over on the far side from Megan Summer. I'm going to go over there during the first day of parent-teacher conferences because we don't have to be to work until 12 that day. Don't have to be at school till 12 to 8, I believe, is that shift. So I'm going to go over to the library about 7 o'clock that morning, and we're going to go through some more yearbooks. Been concentrating on football. I need to concentrate on both. Nice serve there by Carson Mode, and nice job by Litchfield to pick it up because that had some sink all over it. Here's Gilmore with the kill. That's going to go out of bounds. And Litchfield regains the 1-point lead. Back to serve is Annika Rose for Litchfield. 177 serves on the year, 18 errors. That's good for 89.8%. And 19 aces along the way. Into the near sideline it goes. Megan Summer gets there first over to Huckleberry and then sent over by Collinsville. Nice job again by Litchfield to pick it up. And then into the net it goes off of the try there by Taylor Bradburn. And Collinsville once again has tied things up. Time for serves from Olivia Skirtich. She hasn't served as much as some of the other girls had. 70 serves on the year, 10 errors, 85.7% on the serves, and 14 aces on the year for young Miss Skirtich. As Litchfield gets it over, into the back line it goes. Avery Johnson is there. Alyssa Huckleberry sets it up for Aubrey Johnson. She gets it over, and now into the middle. Swing over by one-hander, and here is Huckleberry setting it up far side again for Johnson. Double block up front. That goes down. Litchfield goes back out in front, 3-2. And another serve coming up here for Litchfield. This is going to be Gina Painter, 136 serves on the year. 28 errors, 79.4%. She has the lowest service rate, but she has the most aces for Litchfield with 22. Megan Summer picks that one up. And now Altenberger, who's just into the game, takes care of it. Volleyball back over to Collinsville's side. Into the middle it goes for Summer. All the way to the far side for Johnson into the back row. Picked up by the young lady who just served it, Painter. And Collinsville goes back to work. Summer again for Aubrey Johnson. Into the back row. Painter pops it up. She was surprised herself. And a little spin over, and that was a double hit by Litchfield. And Collinsville will tie this thing back up at 3. Time for Aubrey Johnson to serve. She has 246 serves on the year, 17 errors, 93.1%, 38 aces. And that's not even the leader on the team in the aces department. We'll get to that when we get to that. Oh, spin off of the hand of Gilmore. And Litchfield goes back out in front by 1. So far, it's been like that. 1-0 Litchfield, 1-1. 2-1 Litchfield, 2-2. 3-2 Litchfield, 3-3. And now Litchfield with that 4th point. Kendall Stewart to serve. She does so Far side sideline. Avery Johnson picks it up. And somehow or another, I didn't think that was kept alive. And Collinsville ties this thing back up. Here is Megan Summer. Back to serve. 221 of those on the year. 19 errors, 91.4%, 28 aces. And there's another point for Collinsville. That'll give the Kahawks their first lead of this match, or this set, at 5-4. Actually, the leader in aces for Collinsville already served to start off this game. I just was talking too much and didn't get to my stats in time. Here is Litchfield. I'm sure it won't be the last time that she serves. Collinsville, back-to-back points, and they now have a 2-point lead to the Lady Kahawks. Megan Summer continues to serve on that service line. So all the other underclassmen won here tonight in 2 sets, freshman and JV. The varsity team trying to do the same thing. There was a little surprise move. Nice try there by Avery Stewart. Collinsville picked it up, though. Into the back it goes off of a tip from Summer and moved up front. Carson Mode has to get it over. She does. Into the back row it goes again. Stewart gets it across. Nice block up front by the tag team of Mode and Avery Johnson. And then another setup over on the far side for Avery. Into the back it goes. Nice pickup over there by Rhodes. Into the back line it goes. Aubrey Johnson picks it up to Altenberger, and Lily Johnson with a kill. And Collinsville extends that lead out to 3 points. So Megan Summer will continue to serve. 7-4, Lady Kahawks. Down the middle it goes. Picked up by the libero, Ferrich. And then shoved across with a two-hander. Collinsville's turn to give it right back. Here is Avery Johnson. Blocked up front, and then Avery trying to keep it alive. Ends up hitting it out of bounds. Point belongs to Litchfield. 2-point lead for Collinsville. Here is Allie Ferrich. 112 serves on the year. 12 errors, 89.3 percentage on her serves, and 15 aces on the year. Down the middle it goes. Picked up by Aubrey Johnson. Altenberger sets it up behind her for Lily Johnson. Johnson goes cross court, and that one's hit out of bounds on a nice try on the dig over there by Kendall Stewart, but the point belongs to Collinsville, and it's an 8-5 advantage for your Lady Kahawks. Busy week this week. The only time we do not have a game is Wednesday. Got soccer playoffs for you tomorrow from Edwardsville. Collinsville taking on Quincy. Then we're back to volleyball action for the regular season finale on Thursday at Belleville East. And then, of course, we finish up our week with the last regular season week of the season for your football team as they take on the Triad Knights. Both teams 5-3 heading into the final week of the year. Here is Alyssa Huckleberry. She leads the team with 234 assists on the year. As she serves, that one goes out of bounds. That would be her 27th error on the year. 85.2% coming in and 22 aces for Huckleberry, but she gives Litchfield a point on one serve. 9-6, Collinsville has a 3-point advantage. Here is the libero, Amy Ferrich. She is going to serve, and she serves, and that one goes out. Ten aces on the year for Ferrich. I was trying to get that out, but I'm not sure that that ball went out, but we got the call, and that one's going to be called right back. So back-to-back out-of-bounds calls on both sides, and that was Avery Johnson. I mentioned her earlier. 312 serves coming in, 30 errors, 90.4 on the service percentage, but she leads the team with aces in a big-time margin with 66 on the year. Next closest behind her is the 38 I told you about from Aubrey Johnson a little while ago. Collinsville picks up another point, 11-7. Kahawks have the lead. Gilmore will come in. Summer will go out. Back to serve is Carson Mode. Mode with 35 aces on the year, 79.3% on the serve. She has served it 208 times, 43 errors. That one's not an error. That one's in play. And over on the far side, sent across. Nice job on the dig to keep that one from going to the ground by Huckleberry. Man, that was something. And that one's going to be too far. Collinsville will pick up another point. Kahawks will have their work cut out for them over their next two games. Tomorrow they're at O'Fallon, and Thursday we told you about that game we're going to bring you at Belleville East. Mode ready to serve up another. Down the middle it goes, and there's an ace. Carson Mode gives her team point number 13. Collinsville extending their lead. Carson Mode ready once again. Down the middle it goes once again, taken care of by Litchfield. They move it up front. Right in the middle it stays, and that one is out of bounds as well. Gina Painter got a hand on it, but sent it a little too far. Timeout on the floor. Timeout for us as well. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. This is going to be our last time in this gym until basketball season starts. Middle of November. We'll have some girls basketball action for you. Carson Mode continues to serve. Picked up by the opposing team's libero. Moved up front. Painter tries to get it over. Partial block there by Gilmore, and then she tries to kill that ball and just never got up high enough to get down on the ball, and it just went straight out of bounds. So point belongs to Litchfield. That's their 8th. Collinsville leads 14-8. And back to serve, Annika Rose. She was the first server for Litchfield when this set began. She sends over a lob shot. Megan Summer picks it up. Into the middle. Gilmore this time. She smacks it into her own net. One too far, one not far enough. And I don't know why we're going to have a delay. Oh, the candy cane over here on this near side fell off. Lori Blade's taking care of it. Or she's trying to. Her and Megan Summer both over there trying to take care of it. Okay. Tighten that thing up. Looks like Megan's taking care of the problem. They put her to work on senior night. $14-9. I think we're ready to go again. Well, it looks like we are. Another serve coming up here from Annika Rose. Into the middle it goes. Avery Johnson picks it up. Set up by Huckleberry for Aubrey Johnson off of a block. And it ends up going out of bounds. Collinsville picks up point number 15. And now back to serve. It is Olivia Skirtich once again. Skirtich sends the ball right down the middle, and it's picked up. And Litchfield moving it up. Painter tries to smack it over, but she couldn't complete the task. And it's now 16-9 in favor of Collinsville. Another serve coming up for Skirtich. Guess she lost the ball there. Skirtich, mom and dad right next to me watching. Almost delivered an ace. Nice job by Litchfield to get that over. Gilmore pops it up. Here is Avery Johnson. Aubrey Johnson's got to get it over. She does so too. Farich up front. It's Painter once again. Painter kind of mishit that ball, but it didn't go very far, and it stayed in bounds. And Litchfield will pick up the point. And it's now 16-10 in favor of Collinsville. And Painter back to serve again. Gina Painter, junior middle hitter.
Middle blocker, middle hitter. I'm sure she does a little of both. Painter into the net. 17-10 in favor of Collinsville. Coming back to serve, Aubrey Johnson once again. Has the highest percentage rate of all the Lady Kahawks coming in on her serves at 93.1. Sends it across, and it's picked up into the middle once again by Rhodes and sent over off the top of the net. Nice job by Lily Johnson to stay with it. Now she gets it right back and sends over her own ball off of the net. Farich, and that one's in the back, and that one's too far off of the hands of Taylor Bradburn. Collinsville, point number 18, 8-point lead over the Purple Panthers of Litchfield High School. Another serve coming up from Aubrey Johnson right down the middle, picked up by Bradburn and sent out of bounds by Litchfield on their second hit. So Collinsville gets another one. Trying to remember the last time Collinsville played Litchfield, and Chris Kettler, who's also here standing next to me, reminded me that the baseball teams played each other last year. Having a hard time remembering any other sporting event that involved Litchfield and Collinsville. Another serve from Johnson coming up. Right down the middle it goes. And once again picked up by Rhodes. Shoved across. Nice dig in the back by Aubrey Johnson. Now Lily Johnson with a chance to get it over. She pops it up in the back. Again picked up by Rhodes. Over to the far side. Collinsville keeps it alive, but diving try by Lily Johnson sent the ball all the way over to Coach Cease. And while she used to play volleyball on this court, she does not anymore. And the point belongs to Litchfield, 19-11. Collinsville with the lead. Serve coming up here from Kendall Stewart. Down the middle it goes, picked up by Aubrey Johnson. Altenberger sets it up for Lily Johnson. Didn't get it set up quite properly, but it still works as Litchfield mishit it. And Collinsville gets to the elusive 20-point plateau first. Carson Mode checks back into the game. Taking the place of Talisha Gilmore, Megan Summer back to serve. Sideline it goes, almost mishit there by Rhodes, and now Bradburn gets it over. Collinsville, they respond. Summer over to Avery Johnson, and they kept that one alive. Did Litchfield. Summer digs it over to the side once again for Avery Johnson, and that is off of the rafters and takes a bounce off of the basketball net. Stays alive, and we're going to have a double hit by Litchfield, they say. And I'm not sure if that one was all about the bouncing off the girders. It bounced off the girders, off the basketball backboard that's cranked up to the ceiling. At any rate, 21-11, Collinsville with a double-digit lead. Litchfield, they tump it over, and a block on the other side by Mode. And then Aubrey Johnson back to work. Altenberger for Mode, and Mode hits it too far. 21-12. Kahawks continue to lead. Allie Ferris back into the game to serve. Whistle says that she can go ahead and do that. And the lefty server sends one off the top of the net. Those are tough, man. Aubrey Johnson will tell you that right now. She tried to go down there and dig that ball out, but I think it hit the ground. So an ace for Allie Ferris, and that one's going into the net. So she picks one up and gives one right back. 22-13 Collinsville. Huckleberry and Skirtich check back in. Lily Johnson and Carly Altenberger check out. Serve coming up for Alyssa Huckleberry. Her only serve tonight went out of bounds. That one's going to stay in. Picked up in the middle, moved up front, now over to the near side sideline. Partial block up front, but it stays on Collinsville's side of the net. And Litchfield climbs back just a little closer. Gina Painter checks back into the game for Litchfield while Amy Ferrix goes back to serve. Popped up in the middle. Megan Summer is there first. I got so many Johnsons, I'm calling them all Johnson. Too hard of a hit by one of the Johnsons. That was Avery. Ends up going out of bounds. 7-point lead still for the Lady Kahawks, though. The defensive libero, Amy Ferret, and she picks up an ace.
22-16. Another serve coming up by Litchfield into the middle, picked up by Summer. Behind for Huckleberry, and that one went into the net from Avery Johnson. And all of a sudden, Litchfield has climbed back to within 5. Collinsville wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout right along with them, and we will be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us. First day of the new work week. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It was not very nice weather-wise, that's for sure. Couldn't see the eclipse Saturday. Way too many clouds. Clouds stuck around on Sunday as well. That one, I don't know how Litchfield kept that one alive, but Collinsville trying to return the favor. Here is Lily Johnson. Into the back it goes. Popped up on the one shot. Back over to Collinsville side. Summer back over for Avery Johnson. Nice dig in the back by Litchfield. They keep it alive. Farich sends it over. Megan Summer up to Huckleberry to Carson Mode, and she finds an empty spot. And Collinsville will pick up that point. 23-17. Been a while since Collinsville has gotten a point. Here is Avery Johnson. 312 serves she had coming into this contest, and that's the most on the team. Down the sideline it goes, taken care of in the back by Stewart. Now over here to this far side, make that the near side. Popped up into the air, and a double hit by Collinsville will give Litchfield point number 18. Serve coming up for Avery Stewart now for Litchfield. Popped up in the middle, and Avery Johnson, that was almost lost. Megan Summer gets it across, though, on the final try. Here is Painter, that's out of bounds. Collinsville, whoop, wrong one, are playing for set point now. Am I right? Scoreboard here still has 23. All right. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. All right, let's see if Carson Mode can pick up another ace. Not this time. Up front it goes. Painter pokes it across. And a point for Collinsville on a double hit by Painter. So Collinsville will win the first game by a score of 25-18. And set number 2 is what we will have coming up for you right after we take another timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeblones.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We're here at Collinsville High School. Last time in this gymnasium until the middle of next month when we're back here for basketball. Right now we're here for volleyball, and ready to serve is Avery Stewart for Litchfield. We are underway in set number 2. Altenberger pops it up in the air, and Lily Johnson sends it across. Taken care of there by Litchfield. They'll poke it over 2, and Litchfield, just like last set, will pick up the first point of set number 2. Went back and forth in that first set. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. And then finally Collinsville started taking off after that. Another serve by Stewart, popped up by Collinsville. Here's Altenberger for Avery Johnson. Off of a partial block, into the back it goes. And a ball into the net by Litchfield will give Collinsville that point. And we are tied 1-1 as Alyssa Huckleberry and Olivia Skirtich check back in. Lily Johnson and Carly Altenberger to the bench, and here is Alyssa Huckleberry to serve. Told you about her 234 assists. Carly Altenberger has 209, and no one else on the team anywhere close to 200. Here is Painter. She sends it across. Huckleberry digs it out. Summer pops it up, and then Johnson sends it across. Taken care of by Litchfield. And a block up front. Nicely done there by Carson Mode, and that ends up turning into a point. Carson's already had 3 blocks here tonight. And Collinsville has a 2-1 lead. Huckleberry has another serve. Huckleberry sends a nice screamer across. That one's popped up into the rafters. Comes down, and Litchfield gets it across. Aubrey Johnson, Huckleberry to Carson Mode, and Mode is feeling it all of a sudden. Couple of kills, 3 blocks. Collinsville goes up 3-1. Huckleberry back on that service line. Serve number 3 into the net. Back to serve now for Litchfield is Annika Rhodes, as Brooke Brash checks into the game for the first time tonight. She is a sophomore outside hitter for Litchfield. Knuckleball finds Avery Johnson. She'll get it right back from Huckleberry, and off a partial block. That one heads out of bounds, but they're going to be able to stay with it, will Litchfield. Into the middle it goes. Summer pops it up front. Mode sets it up for the kill. Another pop-up into the ceiling, and kept alive once again by Litchfield. They get it across, and Summer again. Huckleberry this time. Mode, a little simple touch. Saved by Huckleberry after one over Mode's head. Kill shot by Avery Johnson. Somehow Litchfield stays with it, and they get it over, and then it comes back. Boy, oh boy, that was a fun little volley. Now Litchfield has to get it over. They do so. Johnson, Huckleberry, back over to Avery Johnson off of a block, and that point belongs to Litchfield, and that was a hard-fought point there for the Purple Panthers. 3-3. Another serve coming up here for Rhodes. She sends it across, taken care of by Avery Johnson. She'll get it set up behind her again by Huckleberry, and that one is about as soft as a kill as you'll see. Collinsville takes back the 1-point lead. Avery Johnson back to serve, and that one just gets over the net. Taken care of by the libero, and then shoved across into the corner. Here is Summer.
Over for Aubrey Johnson. Picked up into the back by Frericks and moved up front. The newly inserted Brash takes care of it. Collinsville back to work. Here is Aubrey, and a nice job there by Megan Summer after that block by Litchfield. There's a screamer of a shot. That one's going to go into the scorer's table, and Collinsville is going to have another point. Avery Johnson back to serve again. Johnson sends it over into the middle. Picked up by Ferrich. And sent over by Painter. Collinsville takes care of it. Summer to Huckleberry to Mode. Mode with a nice little soft touch, but taken care of again by Litchfield. And Brash sends it over. Collinsville keeps it alive. Here's Avery Johnson getting it over for the final try. Set up in the middle for Painter, and that one's too far. Collinsville, 2-point lead. Took the Kahawks a little longer to get that first 2-point lead in the last set. Got it at, a 3-point lead, 6-3 now. Avery Johnson serves it up again. Down the middle it goes. Painter. And a double hit by Painter. Collinsville out to a 4-point lead. Avery Johnson, another serve coming up for her. She'll enjoy some service time back there on that line. Down the middle it goes, and they let it go because it went too far. And now it's time for Gina Painter, the junior middle hitter. Sends one off the top of the net. Oh, man, I'm telling you what. If I've said it once, I'll say it again. Those are tough. You're ready for the ball to make it to you in the air, and then it hits that top of the net, and then it just falls down, and you don't have enough time to react. 2-point lead for Collinsville. Painter serves again. That one's going into the net. That's the problem when you want to keep it so low that it barely gets over the net, because it does confuse the opponent, but that's the price you pay sometimes, is sometimes you don't get it high enough and it doesn't go over the net. Here is Carson Mode. That one goes over the net. Taken care of in the back. And now over here to this side. Brash sends it over. Collinsville, Huckleberry over to the far side for Aubrey Johnson. That was a nice dig there by the libero for Litchfield. Collinsville, they save it, get it over, and that point belongs to the Lady Kahawks. That was close to going out there by Aubrey Johnson, who picks up her third kill. But that one little touch, and it lands right before that gray line over there on the far side. Carson Mode, another delivery. That one's too far. 9-6, Kahawks have a 3-point lead. Kendall Stewart will go back to serve it up now for the Purple Panthers. Into the middle it goes, taken care of by Johnson. Huckleberry sets it back up this time for Aubrey Johnson. That one goes into the back line, popped up front, and over here on this near side, just poked across by Brash. Didn't have enough room to set up over there. Here is Aubrey Johnson, partial block by Litchfield. They keep it alive. Brash once again takes care of it. Megan Summer sends it right back over on the first shot. Into the middle it goes, and that one over to the far sideline in the empty spot right behind Megan Summer. 9-7, 2-point lead again for Collinsville. Another serve for Kendall Stewart as Carrie Dragu takes care of the ball and sends it back to her young volleyball player. Megan Summer pops this one up. Huckleberry gets there just in time, and Avery Johnson hits it out of bounds. 9-8. 1-point lead now for Collinsville. Sent over by Stewart, and Collinsville goes back to work. Here is Aubrey Johnson, and Johnson over to the far side. Brash pops it up once again. Ferrix gets it over. Avery Johnson, Gilmore got that one blocked right back at her, and we are tied. 9-9. And number 9 continues to serve. That is Kendall Stewart, the senior outside hitter for Litchfield. Sent over, picked up by Avery Johnson in the middle. Huckleberry sets it up behind her for Skirtich, and her ball goes too far. So Litchfield with a late lead here. Kendall Stewart enjoying some time behind the service line. Next serve from her. Far side, Aubrey Johnson. Huckleberry sends it right back to Aubrey, and down the line it goes. Partial block, but it stays in. And Collinsville ties the game back up at 10 each. Olivia Skirtich will come back to serve. Avery Johnson picks up her third kill. Skirtich sends one to the back line, taken care of by the libero, and then pushed across. Megan Summer takes care of it. Huckleberry sets it up. Well, no, she just sent it over. Pushed into the back. Summer moves it up for Huckleberry, who sets it up for Gilmore, and that one's in. And Collinsville goes back out front. Talisha Gilmore gets her first kill of the night. And Skirtich will serve up another. Skirtich into the back. Little one-hand poke at the ball by Amy Farich. It's a tough name to say, man. It's F-R-E and then R-I-C-H-S. I wanted to say Ferrix, but it's Farich. And there's an ace served up by Skirtich. That name I do know how to say. Timeout has been called. It is 13-10 in favor of Collinsville, and we will take a break and come back with the rest of this second set right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Once again, we welcome you back to Collinsville High School. Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium is where we are. Olivia Skirtich with another serve. That one goes into the net. And it's back to a 2-point lead for Collinsville at 13-11. Altenberger and Lily Johnson will check back in. Skirtich and Huckleberry to the bench. And Brooke Brash will serve for the first time tonight. She pops up, and that one's tough, and nope, Collinsville's not going to be able to get it over. Gilmore had the last possibility to get it over, and she hit it straight back behind her. So now a 1-point lead once again for Collinsville. Brash sends one down the sideline. I don't know if that one was going to go out of bounds. Here is Aubrey Johnson with a chance. That one's partially blocked. And now Litchfield has to get it over. They do. Avery Johnson to Altenberger to Lily Johnson, and she hit it under the net. We're tied at 13. And she put her hand up to her mouth like she just said a bad word. Maybe she did. I don't know. Brash will continue to serve again. And that one goes into the net. Collinsville will get that lead right back. 1-point lead, 14-13. This game's getting kind of long in the tooth. And Aubrey Johnson will go back to serve it up for Collinsville. Aubrey sends one right down the middle, and it's picked up there by Stewart. Popped up and sent over on a one-timer by Rhodes. Now over to the far side, Lily Johnson off a partial block up front, dug out in the back, and then moved over and sent across once again by Rhodes. And Collinsville will pick up a point on too many hits by Litchfield, 15-13. 2-point lead back intact now for Collinsville. Aubrey Johnson sends over another. Far sideline. Dug up out of there, and then over on the second hit. Setup coming in the middle for Gilmore. Partial block, and then, Megan Lee had to try to get out of the way, and her teammates couldn't bail her out because she was kind of still in the way. 16-13, Collinsville with the lead. Aubrey Johnson gets a little service time
under her belt. That one far sideline once again, picked up. And a nice block there by Gilmore and Lily Johnson. And Collinsville out front now, 17-13. Aubrey Johnson. Another serve coming up for her. Right down the middle this one goes, pushed up front. Almost made the mistake, and doesn't matter as Annika Rhodes sent over a kill shot. That'll give Litchfield point number 14. Collinsville has a 3-point lead. Litchfield will serve again, and it'll be the libero, Amy Frerich. In the middle it goes, and Avery Johnson gets it right back from Altenberger. Taken care of by the libero who just served it. Into the back it goes. Aubrey Johnson takes care of it, and a ball that wasn't quite set up the way that Altenberger was hoping for, and Lily Johnson couldn't finish it. 2-point lead again for Collinsville. Another serve coming up here. In the middle it goes. Megan Summer. Altenberger sets it up over on the far side for Avery Johnson. Taken care of. Nice job on the save there by Rhodes. And then pushed over to the side. Megan Summer tried to save it. Sent the ball right into the hands of Lori Blade over there. So we are back to a 1-point lead. 17-16 K-Hawks. That one's going to go out. It was close. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Megan Summer to serve now for Collinsville. Summer sends it over into the back and near side. Now pushed up right into the middle and sent over by Rhodes. And Megan Summer, and now we have to get it over. Altenberger does so. Taken care of and sent over. Painter couldn't get it over with one hand, and that'll cost her. 19-16. K-Hawks trying to hit that 20-point plateau first and can do so with a point here. Coming up on another Megan Summer serve. Into the middle it goes. Taken care of, and Stewart gets the second touch. Sent over by Rhodes. Collinsville back to work. Here's your Lily Johnson with a chance for a kill. Popped up. That one, oh, probably should just let that one go out of bounds. Here's Carson Mode. Mode gets a kill. Carson, her third kill of the night to go along with her 3 blocks. And Collinsville gets that 20th point. And a timeout is called, and we're back in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
We are back. Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium is where we are. Glad that you are with us here on the K-Hawk Sports Network for a little Lady Calc volleyball. We have 2 volleyball matches this week. Tonight, senior night, and then Thursday, the regular season finale at Belleville East. Of course, tomorrow we'll be at Edwardsville High School. Collinsville taking on Quincy in Class 4A regional semifinal action. K-Hawks have the second game of the night, so that game not scheduled to start till 7. First one scheduled to start at 5. And that's a point for Collinsville, point number 21. Another serve by Megan Summer. Down the middle it goes. And a setup over here on the near side for Rhodes, and a nice dig by Megan Summer. Pushed over now for Avery Johnson. Litchfield stays with it, and Rhodes sends it out of bounds. Collinsville now up 22-16. Won the first set, 25-18. As Megan Summer continues a little quality time behind the service line. Popped up by Litchfield. They send it over on the second shot, trying to get Collinsville to fall asleep here. Here's Lily Johnson. Down the line it goes. Avery Johnson. Cut so many Johnsons. Oh, boy. 22-17. Huh? Okay. Guess I misread that one. 22-17. Litchfield got the point. Collinsville will get this point, however. Now it'll be 23-17. Kahok's 2 points away from wrapping up a two-set victory, and it'll be a clean sweep for all three levels. Freshman 1 and 2, JV 1 and 2, varsity trying to accomplish the same thing. And here is Alyssa Huckleberry to serve it up for your Lady Kahawks. She does, right down the middle with a nice spinner. Still spinning up after that first hit. Comes back over. Huckleberry the first one to touch it. Summer sets it up behind her now for Lily Johnson and, Avery Johnson. And then Rhodes and a block by Skirtich will give Collinsville one more point. And now the Lady Kahawks are playing for match point here. Mode was also in on that partial block, and that one barely gets over, and a nice job over there by Litchfield to keep it alive. That was tough. Collinsville sets it up. Mode with the game winner. Game, set, and match. And Collinsville wins both sets here tonight. 25-18 the first set, 25-17 on the second set, and the Kahawks complete the sweep from all levels here tonight. Freshman in 2, JV in 2, and now varsity in 2. And the Lady Kahawks pick up win number 19 on the year. Time now for us to make a transition into the post-game show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, great service is served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just a stone's throw away from Collinsville High School. 605 North Main Street is the exact address. You can call in for carry orders and then head on down to 605 North Main Street in about 10-15 minutes. They'll have that food ready for you. 618-855-9007 is the number for LC's Pub. Post-game show, that comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of '91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulky, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk Family.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than Elsie's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, Elsie's Pub is the pub of choice for K-Hawk fans, before, after, or even during K-Hawk games. Elsie's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. Elsie's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And Elsie's Pub shows K-Hawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. Elsie's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at Elsie's Pub. Elsie's Pub, K-Hawk fans' pub of choice.
Once again, we welcome you back to the LC's Pub post-game show here on the K-Hawk Sports Network as Collinsville wins this one here tonight. All three levels, 1 and 2 set sweeps. Freshman won 25-17, 25-14. JV wins 25-15, 25-18, and varsity wins 25-18, 25-17. And glad that we have ourselves a little participant here on our post-game show. I was getting a little worried there, but up steps assistant coach Brenna Swartz. How are you, dear?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you out of breath?
A little bit. Just ran up the stairs.
Yeah, they know. They one of the first things they told me in broadcasting school is don't ever turn on a microphone after you've ran.
I'm pretty good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, you're in a lot better shape than I am too. All right, so let's start off with your JV Lady K-Hawks. You got a 2-set sweep here tonight.
Yeah.
Won your 8th match of the year. You only have a couple left, so the season's kind of winding down for you.
Yeah.
Are things starting to look a little better and things starting to progress for your younger K-Hawks?
Yeah. Something finally clicked, and now we're playing like a team and playing together, and it's looking awesome.
25-15, 25-18 were your scores on the JV side, and I remember looking up at one point you guys had a 20-11 lead, and then they started to mount a little bit of a comeback there.
Yeah, we held our own. We just had to regroup and refocus and push through.
Isn't that your job? How do you do that? How do you get them to regroup and refocus? You tell me that story.
My go-to is to just like when we're in a huddle to have everybody take a deep breath and just kind of rein it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed both you and Katie, you before we serve, you guys are doing little hand signals behind your backs to let the server know where to go with the ball.
Yeah.
Why is that? What exactly are you looking to accomplish there? Are you looking for the weakest link, or are you looking for exposed area on the floor?
So there's a couple things. We want to serve in a smart zone, and usually that is the weaker passer on the other side. And then we also do it so the girls can focus on just serving one specific spot instead of thinking, oh, I just need to serve it over and in. They're like, oh, I need to serve zone 5 or something like that.
So you guys have zones, and you flash numbers,
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, that's interesting.
Mhm.
Never even thought about things like that before.
Hey, the more you
All right,
know.
so, but now you played volleyball, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so how hard is it if, say, you hold up 1 and you want to serve the ball over to zone 1, how hard is it to make that happen?
We work on it in practice every single day. Every single practice, we're serving, at least for a little bit. So it just takes practice, and you get used to it. And you just have to see it mentally and visualize and use all that mental strength that we talk about in all our journal stuff.
But if it hits off the wrong bone on your hand, it's not going to go to the spot you want it to go in, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't always – it's not perfect, but gives them a goal, gives them something to look forward to.
All right, let's talk about the varsity side, 25-18, 25-17. Litchfield kind of stayed in there, especially at the beginning. It was like 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4.
Yeah.
Then you guys started to get a little bit of separation there. So tell me about a little bit of what you just watched the varsity team do.
I think we were getting a little complacent, but we figured it out and got back in and took both sets.
All right, Megan Summer enjoying senior night?
Yeah, she was very emotional, but I think she had a good night.
Yeah. Well, and she doesn't have anybody to be emotional with because she's like the only senior.
She is.
So it's a little weird when you're the only one. You have no one to lean on, and especially once your name gets announced and you got to go out to the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
It's like you, and then you got your family. At least Sydney was out there with her.
Yeah, she had her sister, and I think her brother was out there too.
Yeah, I don't know who the brother is though. So so. All right, so now you got a tough task ahead of you. This is your last home game.
Mm-hmm.
You are at O'Fallon tomorrow and at Belleville East on Thursday. I know that it would be really important to get that 20th match win of the year. How cool would that be?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
We're
so
going for it.
How you going to do it?
I mean, it's going to happen on one of them.
Yeah. And then, I talked to Katie about this last week, man. It seems like, what is this going to be, the third year in a row that you guys play Belleville East on the last regular season game and then play them again in the regional semifinals a couple of days later?
I'm not quite sure about that, but I'll believe what you say.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened last year at least.
Yeah, I think it was the year before as well. How tough is that? I mean, you guys go into Thursday's game. Do you want to show all your cards or do you want to hold back a little bit?
I say you play every game like it's your last no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, you make sure you send me some scores tomorrow because I got some playoff soccer I have to go do in Edwardsville.
Okay.
But I will see you guys at Belleville East on Thursday.
Alrighty,
Deal?
sounds good.
All right, deal. All right, that's Brenda Swartz, one of the assistant coaches for your Collinsville Lady Calyx. They win here tonight, 25-18, 25-17. The varsity does, and the JV team and the freshman team also with a two-set sweep on their respective matches as well. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Big thank you to Katie Cease joining us in the pregame show. Another big thank you to Brenda Swartz joining us in the postgame show. And we will see you tomorrow from Edwardsville. Collinsville taking on Quincy, Class 4A regional semifinal action. And we'll be on the air sometime around 6:30, 6:45, depending on when that first game between Alton and Edwardsville gets over with. So until tomorrow, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.